Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Bishop. It's a Tier 5 British SPG and it's located on the south spawn of Murovanka under the command of Comrade Sergey. Now, one mark on the barrel, and that proves that he's got a reasonable degree of proficiency in this tank. It's based on the chassis of a Valentine, and it's got a 4.5-inch howitzer mounted in a casement on top. And that's capable of 450 alpha on a penetration of 28mm. Now, one of the really good things about the Bishop is that it's very accurate and it's got a very fast reload, but one of the big problems is it's also got a very short range and it's very slow, very sluggish indeed. Another of the good things though is it's got great armor, the armor of the Valentine tank, which means really the only weakness is that casement around the gun and that corrugated engine cover. That's about the only weakness at all. If you fire at the center mass of the vehicle, you'll hit the heavy armor and you won't penetrate. So it really does help if you can hit the weak spots, but if you can't hit the weak spots, the Bishop will get you because it's very good at shotgunning. Well, Comrade Sergey's taking it up to the as close as you can get to the center of the map without actually being spotted, and he's found two targets to fire at. There's a T-67 and a Leopard. Going for the T-67 first. Now, reload time's about 12 seconds. Fires the first round in. Near miss, and it was still 52 hit points of damage. Now he's going for the Leopard, but we've lost sight of him. There he is. See, it's very quick to aim in on the dial in on target. Rounds out, and a near miss, and he's still got 14 hit points there. Loaded, and waiting for them to come around the corner. Oh, there's a nice target. Fires around at the KV-1S and gets a hit. 89 hit points, going for the MT-25 rather. Round out. Oh, big hit. 181. This is a tier 6 game, by the way. And that is a tier 6 tank, the MT-25. So he's going to earn a lot more XP for every shot that he gets on a higher tier opponent. T-67 is a tier 5. But it's a dangerous tank destroyer. Line him up. Round out. Good hit. 194. You can wipe out T-67s with one shot if you can get the shell into that cockpit. Round out, and he's killed him. He was still tracked, and he's taken him out the game. Right, that Leopard gone up high. Round out. Oh, and he's been wiped out before our shell arrives. But that KV-1S is still behind that house. Right, a Stug's turned up. He's within range. Rounds out. It's probably going to land in front. Yep. He's pulling back too fast. Almost ready to go. One round out. We should get a kill there. And we did. He took damage just before our shell arrived. And so he was a one-shot. Now, where is that KV-1S? Really need our Easy 8 to find out where those tanks are and give us a good clue as to where to put the shells. IKV's moving up on the far west side. He might be able to get spots. Looks like the Easy 8's moving up onto that ramp. Yeah, he's coming into view. Here's... Oh, right, we've got them now. Round out on the KV-1. Yes! Nice hit. 135, 2 critical hits. And he's taking damage, the KV-1. He's pulling back. We're going for the MT-25. Rounds out. And a near miss. Now it's going to be difficult to hit them, but he can still get a shot into that KV-1S. Yes, he does. Probably take at least maybe 2 shots, maybe 1 to get that KV-1S. Oh, we got him! Got him with the first shot. Now, can he get the MT25? Probably not at the moment, but if he moves slightly, I think we might be able to get him. Fortunately, we just lost the IKV. And he was taken out by the MT25. We're firing just behind him. I'm not sure that would have done any damage, though. It certainly unsettled him, so he's moved. No, he's hugging that wreck now for cover. It's going to make him more difficult to shoot. There's only 5 enemy left now. One of them, the KV-2, is over in the Magic Forest. The MT-25's ahead of us. There's 2 Arty we haven't seen yet, a Gorilla and an M41 HMC. And the one tank we haven't seen is a Stug 4. Okay, we're changing position over onto the west side. And I think that might give us an advantage. But the Dicamax is moving in on that MT-25. Now he's got the ability to use the ridgeline, so we're now turning to face the target. Unfortunately, the building's still in the way. It's going to hit the house. Yep. We need to get closer. And the Stug 4 on our team was spotted by the enemy, and yeah, their Arty put a round into him. And he's been killed. The Dicamax killed the MT-25, but the MT-25 killed the Stug just before he got wiped out. So it's now 4 versus 4. 2 Arty on both sides. The enemy does have that KV-2, whilst we have a Panzer T-25. Now the thing about the KV-2 is it's very, very slow. And last time he was seen, he was still in the Magic Forest. I think the Dicamax is going to... Or is he moving forward? He's moving north. Well, you can see the short range of the Bishop, but we can now shoot most of the areas where the enemy Arty are likely to be located. And if the Panzer T-25 finds them, the Dicamax will probably fire on them, and so will we. In fact, if I was him, I'd pre-aim on A3 and A4 or B2. Somebody's indicating grid square F1. Well, there's the... Yes, A4 was the Stug. And he's been located. We're dialing in. Rounds out. This should hit. Yes, and it wipes him out. And they found the M41 HMC. And he's right up against the edge of the map. Dialing in. Rounds out. Kill shot. 102. And there's the Gorilla right alongside him, which was a silly place to be. And will we get him? Yes, rounds out. Yes! And another kill. That's a counter battery. And he's also picked up a top gun. And he's platooned. He's platooned with the T-25. That must be so that the T-25 can complete a mission. So we just got that last enemy to deal with, the KV-2. Now the Gorilla's approaching us. He's coming up behind us. The Dicamax, well, he's headed south. I think actually he's going to look after our cap area, because I think they're concerned that the KV-2 might be trying to cap. There's the KV-2. It's been spotted. Now going to engage. Oh, he's been hit. He's been badly hit, but he just derped our T-25. But we can get him with one shot. Oh, no, we just missed out. 28 hit points low. But we can get him with the next one. Going to battle assistant. Round out. No, he's moved. And the Gorilla kills him. The Gorilla gets the KV-2 and wins the game. And that was very satisfactory indeed. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats, see where we stood. Oh, well, it was an ace tanker for Comrade Sergey in the Bishop, the Tier 5 British SPG. And he also picked up a counter battery fire medal for taking out both of the enemy Arty in that game. He took out both the M41 HMC and the Gorilla. And he also took out, got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, critical penetrations or module damage. And he got 16 in that one. And lastly, he got a top gun. He got 6 kills on the enemy. Let's have a look at the win 8. It was 5402, Super Unicum level. Let's have a look at the team scores. Well, there you go, right at the top of the table. It's 1,563 hit points, the highest score on his team, but the highest damage actually goes to the T-3485 on the enemy team. We never saw him. He was on the other side of the map in the Magic Forest. He got 1,613. The next highest scorer was the Churchill 3. He got 1,197. When it came to kills, though, it was Comrade Sergey who got the best. He got 6 kills. 2 tanks on the enemy team got 4 apiece. That was the T-3485 and that MT-25 that who was being a bit of a problem for us. And when it came to base XP, it was the Churchill 3 who did the best. He got 862. Comrade Sergey got 831. And then the Panzer T-25 got 796. He fired 20 rounds during that game. He got 12 direct hits and 12 penetrations and 5 splash. Damage of 1,563 hit points, of which 1,445 were at more than 300 meters. He damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 6 of them, and on the credit side, he earned 20,355 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, he took away 15,351 credits. He received 1 bond for getting the Top Gun, and he also picked up base XP of 831, times 2 for the first victory of the day, took away 1,662 experience points altogether. So a nice little battle there. 2 awards are always fun to get, to take out all the enemy Arty and to get a Top Gun with an ace tanker. So well done, Comrade Sergey. If you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.